Over the comments on my last post and getting a little watery-eyed because out of all of the shit I've done, I feel like that book is one of my biggest and most favorite accomplishments because writing is something that I've always done. It's how I got into college. It's how I got all my scholarships. It's something that I was encouraged so much to do throughout high school. My grandma always wrote and helped me with my writing assignments, and my teachers always pushed me in my poetry and said, you have to keep doing this. And it's just something I've always loved. My first poem was published when I was 13 years old in a newspaper. And when people get it and understand it and appreciate it, it just makes my fucking heart hurt in the good way, because that book is my heart. It's how I deflect with humor. It's talking about things that I couldn't speak about. It's sharing my emotions with people who feel the same way as me. And when kids come up to me with a tattered book in their hand and they say that this book helped them in some way, like, that's what gets me. You know what I mean? So thank you so much for all of the love and support in the comments, and for everybody who's bought this book, for everybody who's recommended this book, for the fucking teachers who take my book into their classroom and study my poetry. You guys get it. And thank you for keeping art alive. I've always seen the world through images and metaphors, and I'm just so happy that I found poetry as an outlet and drawing as an outlet to express the insane shit that's going on in my brain all the time. Like, I remember one of the first poems that I wrote was light bulbs, and I'll post it on the next thing. But that was a literal image that came to my head where I was super depressed. I was dissociating from my body a lot, and I was on the treadmill thinking, I can't feel my legs. And it wasn't because I was going too fast. It wasn't because they were tired. It was like I was out of my body because my anxiety was so bad at that point, and my depression was so bad that I was like detaching from myself to deal with it. And I was on this treadmill, and there were these light bulbs in my brain, and it's not like they were labeled with words, but it was like this one represented my family, this one represented my love, this one represented my love in myself, this one represented my friendships, whatever it was. And I imagined a baseball bat smashing out like one by one, and like the last light bulb that I saw, I knew was a representation of myself. And that light bulb went out, and then my brain went black. And then that's when I wrote light bulbs.